that the Morogoro Conference proudly declared would not be the route pursued by the ANC once it is in power. This past week, comrades, we received what made me very sad. What made me very sad was when the South African Council of Churches stood up on a public platform before the whole nation and said that we are on the brink of becoming a mafia state. Now that should worry any one of us. And they have released this report, which Comrade Soli was talking about. Now that is something that should make all of us sad. For South Africa, ya Nelson Mandela says we are on the brink of a mafia state. Awa, kiahana mo, kiahana. And in doing so, they reflected the concerns of many South Africans inside and outside our movement. And if we are to counter this grave threat, and the reason I'm raising it is to say, yes, they've released that report, they've raised a concern, and if we, as the African National Congress, are to counter this grave threat, if the ANC is to recover its leadership role in society, then it is absolutely imperative that we act with urgency and purpose and make sure that we never become a mafia state. Because once you become a mafia state, all the wheels have come off. Anything happens. South Africa must never be allowed to get there. The churches spoke at length about the state capture and their concerns about this problem. This, comrade, is becoming a running concern amongst a number of people. We need to go to the bottom of it with a view of finding out the truth so that people's reputations, so that people's things, whatever they did, should be cleared up. And the only way to clear this up, as I have said before, is through an independent judicial commission that must be established so that we go to the bottom of this. And more people are now saying, this is the only way out. Kaubani, to continuously be hearing about state capture, that this one did that one did that, and names of people are being bandied around. It's not a good thing for us in our country. We now need to go to the bottom of this. More and more voices are coming to the fore, and it is about time that this matter must be put to rest. It must be properly investigated. We must leave it behind us as we move on to 2019, because 2019 is our destination, where the ANC must go and win elections. It is only, comrades, through this commission that we will be able to establish the extent to which the institutions of our state have been used improperly and illegally to enrich a few individuals as well as a few families. It is only when we have done so. Kaubani, there are rumors going around. For years, there are only a few families that have benefited to the exclusion of all our people. There are a few individuals that have benefited and continue to benefit from the resources that belong to all of you sitting here, all our people. And we must act to stop all forms of capture. We must act to stop all forms of corruption. We must act to stop all forms of cronyism. And we need to address the weaknesses in governance, in various institutions. When I was talking to the rating agencies, and they said to me, Deputy President, tell us, why should we encourage investors to continue investing in your country when there is so much turbulence, when there is so much instability? And I said, you know what? You need to continue encouraging investors to invest in South Africa and look at our country as an aeroplane that is flying. And I said, this aeroplane has two engines that are strong, that are functioning, and the one engine is that we've got really good institutions. Our constitutional democracy is supported by good and strong institutions. We've got institutions such as the judiciary, institutions such as the public protector, the Human Rights Commission, the Reserve Bank, various other institutions. And I said, we also have non-governmental institutions that are also there to support democracy. Those institutions are the churches in our country. Those institutions are various other institutions that we have that operate within the ranks of our institutions, so that democracy is stable in our country. They are strong, they are robust, and that is the one engine of this plane that is flying, the South African plane. And I said the other engine is made up of the rule of law. We've got a constitution and we adhere to rule of law. When we make laws, we want to ensure that those laws are adhered to. And I said, those are the two critical engines that will continue to support this plane that is flying. And I said, it is possible that this plane, as it flies, will go through turbulence. You will see its wings flapping like that. And this plane is not going to fall because it is supported by two strong engines. And this plane, the body of this plane, are the people of this country, and they are not going to allow the democracy that they fought for to be taken away from them.
And those were live visuals of Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa, who's been delivering the Moses Kotane Memorial Lecture at the Ben Murray Hall in Rustenburg in the Northwest.